When one is asked why it is so important to study history, the most common answer given is to learn from the past to better the future. But when we look back at events, such as the Holocaust, we realise that this just isn't true.
We visited Auschwitz to learn firsthand how the mass genocide 70 years ago is still affecting us globally today, and to realise the true scale of what happened there. I know that we would all agree on the horrific nature of the Holocaust, all come together in saying that we would never participate in any act of genocide. We individually preach acceptance and global love, yet we have not come together as a species, putting race, religion, and background aside from seeing each individual as just that, an individual.
One would think, after seeing and hearing about the largest act of genocide in history, where the ethnic cleansing of 11 million Jews, homosexuals, gypsies, and undesirables took place, history could never be repeated. Sadly, that just isn't the case. The Cambodian genocide, 33% of the total population murdered. The Rwandan genocide, 70% of Tutsis in Rwanda murdered. The Bangladesh genocide, up to 3 million murdered. The East Timor genocide, 44% of the total population murdered, as well as that of the Azarks, the Kurds, the Guatemalans, the Bosnians, and still happening to date, the genocide of the Yazidis by the Islamic State and the genocide of the Rohingya people in Myanmar. So how can we say that we have learned from the Holocaust?
It is easy to fall into the mindset of there being no hope for the future when you've just heard of 10 acts of mass genocide in the past 70 years. But that is how we let history repeat itself. We cannot let the things exposed to our children form their understandings, beliefs, and actions when the world is still filled with such hatred. They are the next generation to go on and shape the world around us. And if they continue to be exposed to such hostility, then there will never be any change.
This is Ava Moses Kaur and her sister Miriam. She survived Auschwitz, despite being subjected to inhumane medical experiments laid by the so-called angel of death, Josef Mengele. She said that one way for survivors to heal themselves is to forgive your worst enemy and set themselves free.
Whilst at Auschwitz, we were introduced to the diaries of Zalman Gradowski, a Polish prisoner who was forced to work on the Sonderkommando unit and was forced to aid with the disposal of gas chamber victims. He kept a diary and deliberately hid it underground to be found one day. In one extract, he says, "Dear Finder, the real reason why I write is so that my doomed life may attain some meaning, that my hellish days and hopeless tomorrows may find a purpose in the future. I pass on to you only a small part of what took place in Birkenau, Auschwitz. It is for you to comprehend the reality."
Even though what happened at Auschwitz was horrific and must never be forgotten, we should take strength from those who survived it and take action for those who didn't. Thank you for listening.